Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victor and I help people navigate through their awakening process. And one of the phrases that I hear from my subscribers most often is this. It's, Victor, I feel like I'm stuck. And then they paint their scenario for me and I'll read it and say, wow, it does appear you are stuck, I think, you know. And it's the idea that you're never really stuck, which in a sense is true. It's nice, but to those who are seemingly quite firmly stuck, that sort of phrase that you're never stuck really just sort of pisses you off, because sometimes you allow yourself to get temporarily stuck. And that's what this video is about. So when you're actually stuck, when you're at a job that you hate, that sucks the energy out of you and you can't quit because you need the money, when you can't financially afford to get out of this living situation and you're stuck living with a bunch of people who you can't stand, they're low vibration, they don't like you, you don't like them, but you're stuck. What do? Why are you stuck? Why would you have done that to yourself? Why would you have led yourself into a situation where you're freaking stuck and it sucks and you hate it? I've had this happen, man. I've been in this situation many times, and I'll tell you a little story. A lot of you guys know I mention it all the time. When I first sprung into my awakening, I was very drastic, and I immediately sold my house and moved my wife, and at the time my daughter only, and dogs into an RV, and we just left. We didn't even know where we were going, and we sort of tried to run from being kind of stuck as we were. We unstuck, we forced ourselves unstuck in sort of a reckless way. But I realized at some point I had to go back. And then it became actually where I felt inspired, like happy about going back. The idea of going back and settling back down and opening a gym and sort of doing what I had already done and left because of that idea became sort of appealing to me all of a sudden. So we came back, me and my family, and we basically recreated an almost spitting image of the life I had before I left originally. Instead of a basement gym I once had, I actually opened up a gym. I had a medical marijuana grow operation. I had one of those before too. I kind of got back in with some friends, around my family, and then I restuck myself on purpose. I actually became even more stuck than I was before. It was no longer as easy as selling my house and leaving again. I was legitimately stuck for quite a while there. And this is the message I got. This is why I think I made myself so stuck. And this is why I think a lot of you guys are stuck. Is because for us to become the people we want to be, the people we know ourselves to be whole, to be happy, to have a life that we just feel is in our cards, but yet not anywhere near seeming to be manifested. For that to happen, we have to sort of complete this reorientation process, which involves making there's a lot of lessons we need to learn, a lot of inner discoveries we must uncover for us to become whole. And it's just faster and more efficient in these situations that we don't like when we're stuck, because there's a lot of growth going on, a lot of self-discoveries, a lot of bumping into other people's issues, and your own issues are being reflected and triggered. It's very conducive to the self-discovery process. Me coming back, even though I was happier, escaping from my life, coming back and getting re-immersed into it, getting myself stuck, being stuck in many situations, relationships, etc., that on many levels were not at all my preference. It allowed me to go through this self-discovery process very efficiently. My higher self knew that I would come back, that this would all happen. I'd recreate basically my old life all over again. I'd want to leave again, but I wouldn't be able to. And I would be forced to deal and again learn all these lessons. Going into really uncomfortable situations that you seem sort of forced into teaches you a lot about yourself. And that's why you're stuck. That's why I was stuck. And the only way to get unstuck is to use what's in front of you. I tried running from it. It did me no good. I eventually felt inspired like my higher self almost tricked me into coming back. Oh yeah, it's a good idea. You go back, it'll be great. And there's that inspired feeling I had. You go back, you create a gym, and I did it, and it's like, oh my God, what the hell was I thinking? I'm not listening to you anymore. It was like that, but I knew that that was the best experience for me. How long did I want to put off being who I really want to be, being my true self? How many decades do I want to waste and squander trying to run from myself, trying to hide from myself? No, our higher self prefers a baptism by fire, throwing us into the fire and the flame so we can quickly ignite all of our unconsciousness, so we can emerge new and fresh and clean and pure, and very quickly manifest, reclaim ourselves. So if you're stuck, ask yourself why you're stuck. Learn the lessons. Use the reflection of your life as a means of uncovering all of these unconscious issues, attempting to be recognized, expressed, and released. And not only will you, in the quickest way possible, become unstuck, but you will be very efficiently moving through this process. So with that, I will close. Have an amazing day. Namaste.